Good evening and welcome to the Doghouse at Eau Claire North High School. Zaleski Sports presents Big Rivers High School basketball. It's the Crosstown Showdown tonight. The Eau Claire Memorial Old Age, 9-1 on the season, 5-0. The first place team in the Big Rivers Conference are ranked 7th in the latest Zaleski Sports Division I statewide poll against the Eau Claire North Huskies. 6-5 overall, 3-2 in Big Rivers Conference play. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Redovich, joined here at the Doghouse by Dave Sparger and Spargs. Anytime it's North and Memorial, there's so much excitement, and there's a really good buzz in this gymnasium tonight.
Boy, is there an atmosphere here tonight. It is electric. This is fun, Brad. We got the band just rocking the place. You got the North student section all decked out in their white. The Old Abe student section decked out in their black. This is what it's all about, crosstown rivalry.
We saw the Old Abes, actually saw both of these teams in the Eau Claire Memorial shootout over the holidays. Memorial had a hard-fought win over Madison Memorial, a good solid performance from the Old Abes in that one. And then last week went on the road and got a solid win at Menominee to improve to 9-1 overall, 5-0 in the BRC. North also played pretty well in that Memorial shootout. They rallied to defeat La Crosse Logan in overtime and then opened some eyes on Friday night with the home win over River Falls, a River Falls that had been ranked highly in Division II, beat them by 10 points. I think the Huskies are starting to scratch the surface of what they could be this season.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. And I go back to that Logan game that we saw over the holidays and how they had made that big come-from-behind win. You know, it really sparked them. They had a lot of energy late in the game, and boy, they were excited. I think that momentum carried them into River Falls, and from what I hear, their offense is really clicking. At River Falls, it's the best it's looked all year, and they're just looking to maintain that for tonight.
And you look at the Huskies, they've got a couple guys. Tyler Barrows is shooting 50% from three-point range. Andrew Roxvold shooting in the high 30s. The guys that you would expect to be among the leaders in the conference, guys like Elliot Bess and Aaron Gus, they're down there in the 20s, but if those two guys can heat up, this becomes a really dangerous team with a lot of weapons.
Well, you're exactly right. Dangerous is definitely the key word there. But again, it's a matter of just getting those guys on track. A lot of season left, and obviously North is looking for those guys to contribute a lot tonight.
And speaking of a lot of weapons, Eau Claire Memorial, so many guys that can step up and fill it up for Eau Claire Memorial, led by Cooper Jesperson, the junior guard, 21.5 points per game. Wesley Mboga at 14.2, Julius Clark 12.2. It's kind of a three-headed monster when you look at Memorial when it comes offensive.
Yeah, it really does. You know, yes, they rely on Cooper Jesperson for that 21, 22 a night, but night in and night out, Julius Clark is putting up his 12 to 16. And if Wesley Mboga stays out of foul trouble, he's good for a good 14, 16. So, yeah, those guys every night in, night out are putting up big points.
Today's pregame show is brought to you by Asher Exteriors. Call Asher for your free no-obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit GoAsher.com. That is GoAsher.com. Get off the ladder and get gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today at 888-GO-ASHER. Eau Claire Memorial in the road purple uniforms. The white numerals and lettering, white outlining a black numeral. Eau Claire North in the home white uniforms with the Columbia blue and black trim. Crowd really filling up here at the Doghouse. We've got some room for you, but if you can't make it down, just keep it right here on Zaleski Sports. And enjoy some high-level high school basketball in the Big Rivers Conference. Eau Claire North and Eau Claire Memorial renewing their longtime rivalry. Right now, our national anthem is played by the Eau Claire North Pep Band. Time to meet our starting lineups. We'll go courtside and PA announcer Mr. Dave Decker.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Doghouse. Tonight's game features Memorial Old Days versus your Eau Claire North Huskies. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Crystal Orthodontics. And now, let's meet the starters for the Old Days. 6'5" senior number 1, Elliot. 6' junior number 2, Julius Carr. 6'1" junior number 3, Bryce Hutke. 6'3" junior number 4, Cooper Jasperson. And 6'4" junior number 11, Wesley Ilaga. And now for the Huskies. 6'1" senior number 3, TJ Johnson. 6'2" junior number 14, Elliot Bassett. 6'2" junior number 15, Aaron Goss. 5'10" sophomore number 22, Tyler Barrows. And 6'7" senior number 24, Andrew Roxman. The Old Days are led by Coach Chad Brisky, and your Huskies are led by none other than Mr. Coach Michael Kessler. Tonight's officials, Casey Ucker, Tyler Moore, the myth, the man, the legend, and Tyler Schroyer.
All right, we are ready for some basketball. Eau Claire North, Eau Claire Memorial. Elliot Height jumping center for the Old Abe's. Andrew Roxvold for the Huskies. Sparks, a quick key for each team tonight.
Well, I've got a feeling that Jesperson and Roxvold are just going to kind of match each other on points, right? They'll probably get their 20 to 24. It's a matter of who else is going to fill it up tonight. You know, which other player can fill up and score those points to make the difference.
Roxvold hands to Besson. Besson on the drive, loses his feet. Picked up by Clark. Abe's on the push. Layup, good. Jesperson.
Good bust out right there. Nice feed from Julius Clark.
Here's Barrows up top. Picks up the dribble, looking for a putter. Gets it to TJ Johnson up top. Roxvold guarded by Mboga. That'll be a matchup to watch all game long.
Yeah, we talked about that before the game started, about who was going to take Roxvold. Sure enough, Mboga drew it.
Gust to Barrows, guarded by Clark. Gust. Now Besson in the lane, in the bucket. Two apiece early on. Clark, Jesperson off the glass. No, but the follow by Wesley Mboga. Deflected out of bounds, last touched by the Old Apes. Throwing it in will be Tyler Barrows. Gets it to Gust. Guarded by Hetke. Now here's Roxvold.
Old Abes are switching all those ball screens.
Roxvold for three, got it.
From deep, there was your little switch on the ball screen. And Mboga got off about 2-3 feet on that switch. And Roxvold lets it go.
He's the kind of player who can go on those heaters. He did that against River Falls, and there's another guy that can go on a heater. It's Jesperson. TJ Johnson way up high for the rebound.
Yeah, Roxvold a double hit 36 against River Falls.
Yeah, he can fill it up. From the outside, in and out, Aaron Gust. Unlucky there. Here's Clark in the front court. Fires it in the corner. Hetke to Height, back to Hetke. Elliott Height.
Nice move by Height.
Couldn't finish, gets it back and scores.
Height's going to have a mismatch inside. He's got a little more length. He can definitely out-jump who's ever guarding him in there, especially with Roxvold on the perimeter.
Besson up top to Roxvold. Spin move on Mboga. That one won't go. Rebound Jesperson. Abe's with the basketball, up by 1. Hetke to Mboga. Backdoor cut. Jasperson in traffic, clears to Clark. Out to Hetke.
He got that tipped.
Good closeout by the Huskies. Clark will try a three-pointer that rims out. Battle for the loose ball. The foul is going to go on Memorial.
Look to see who that goes. It might be Elliott Height. Sure is. Elliott Height, that'll be his first. One of the things Coach Brisky talked about pregame was having to run the Huskies off that three-point line. And so far, they have not done it. They've had some good looks from the arc.
Backward pressure by the Abes. Some contact up top there, but they play on. Clark knocks it away from Besson. Julius Clark.
Oh, good hands from Julius Clark.
Foul in the backcourt. And that one's going to go on the Huskies. They're going to get Aaron Gust on the push-off. Shamar Simmons will check in for the Old Abes.
Yeah, veteran official Casey Eckert is going to call Gust on that as he tried to come back from half court, gave a little push-off to get that distance.
Simmons hands to Hetke up top, Jesperson. Good ball movement. Hetke for 3. Yes!
Brado, you said it. Great ball movement. I almost thought he passed up a good shot inside Simmons, but he kicks it out to a wide open Hetke from the corner and he drains it.
Simmons gives him a presence inside, a guy who will board and is totally unselfish.
Yeah, and he only goes 6'6", 6'1". But you're right, he's just so physical.
Huskies now down by 6.
This is going up.
Not going in, however. Rebound Clark. Good look, though, from Roxvold. I think head coach Michael Kessler will take those looks all the time.
Oh, good look. Didn't get the finish.
Traffic Mboga, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Great bounce pass entry there by Cooper Jesperson, and then high pick and roll.
So Gust picks up the foul, and that is his second.
You know, one thing about Jesperson and Roxvold is they're high-volume shooters. In other words, they're going to get their 15 or 20 a night to get those points because they're good shooters to get them, obviously. But again, who's going to step up? Who's going to be the other guy that comes in and makes those other points?
Tyler Johnson in for the Huskies. Guy who comes off the bench and gives them a big-time spark, averages 10.9 points per game, and we saw him in that holiday tournament. He's got some good handles, good leaper, and makes some things happen on the offensive side.
Oh, yeah, he was a great spark off the bench. He's a high-energy player.
Roxvold will get it back. Now Jesperson on Roxvold. That one no good. Abes have numbers. Mboga for 3. No good. Batted around. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Ian Bauer of the Old Abes, who has checked it. Bauer's been a real revelation. 6'1" sophomore, and he's come in. He's up to 6.2 points per game.
Yeah, Bauer and Gibson would come off the bench along with Simmons and gave him a tremendous amount of help coming in late in the games, and anytime those guys need a break.
Johnson loops it to Roxvold. Roxvold to finish. Help didn't come from the backside, and Roxvold put it in off the glass.
Yeah, that was needed for Roxvold to get going again. Had some looks earlier, but tough-looking shots just didn't get them to go.
Dribble handoff, Jesperson back to Mboga, gets it blocked. Besson the block. Clark for 3. That's no good. Barrows the rebound. Huskies ball down 6. Johnson on the drive, tries to dump it off to TJ Johnson, but off his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, TJ wasn't quite ready for that look, but definitely the right pass to make there.
Yeah, Tyler Johnson just gives him a guy who can penetrate, and again, he's got the good handles, and he's pretty fearless going to the hoop. 12 and a half to go, first half. Aves with the ball in the lead. Bauer to Jesperson, he will launch. That's no good. Johnson, the rebound, and they're going to get Bauer on the foul. So Hetke and Height back in for the Old Abe. Simmons and Imboga will check out. Carter Burns, number 4, is in for the Huskies, as is number 11, Elliott Johnson. Roxvold for 3, that's a little off. Offensive rebound. Nicely done, Elliott Johnson. Now Tyler Johnson, that's no good. Another offensive rebound, put back, no.
Oh, a lot of good looks right there for the Huskies. Couldn't get it to go.
Well, Elliott Johnson doing a job on the offensive glass, but Huskies just couldn't finish that off with the bucket. Hetke to Jesperson. Layup good.
Nice baseline.
He was able to get around Barrows and laid it up and in. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Lasting Exteriors.
Now's your chance to join the team at Blue Northern, hiring for drivers in Eau Claire and Sparta. Apply online today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com. Huskies basketball, they trail by 8. Tyler Johnson to bring it up. Kick out to Barrows. Barrows to Roxvold. Huskies being patient in the half court. Getting to the glass. Carter Burns, but they wave it off. They say the foul took place before the shot attempt.
Yeah, it came on that drive right there as he hit the lane, turned the corner, he got a little bump. So before the shot.
Shamar Simmons back in for the Old Abes. He'll get Elliott Height. Fouls on Owen Gibson, number 22. Roxvold for the finish. Roxvold's got 7 of the Huskies' 9 points. And I think the key there for Roxvold is that they're coming within the flow of the offense.
Yeah, he really hasn't forced much at all. And again, the Huskies will continue to try to free him up.
Simmons had a hand on it, knocks it to Bauer.
Yeah, Simmons just kept it alive. Good play.
He's just active. And he seems to be in the right place at the right time. Good understanding of the game. Shows you can influence the game without scoring a ton. Jesperson in the lane. He and Roxvold battle for it. Jesperson gets it back. Finds Bauer. Oh, he won't get the and one, but he'll go to the line.
Good ball movement again from the Old Abes. Jesperson going baseline, kind of got himself in trouble, but was able to find Bauer, who went up strong.
Olympic Flame Restaurant in Eau Claire since 1980. Uncle Lampros brought homemade family recipes from Greece, and the tradition continues today at Olympic Flame Restaurant. Eau Claire's best kept secret. Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant on London Road. Wesley and Boga back in for Memorial. Julius Clark also back in. Elliot Busson back in for the Huskies. Bauer 2-2.
Bauer just a little too aggressive right there. I think that's might be his second. Waiting for it to go up on the board.
So Bauer will check out. Caleb Yates checks in for Memorial. And you're right, Sparks, that's 2 on Bauer. So that'll change up the rotations for Coach Chad Brisky for the remainder of this half. Now a discussion at the table.
Guess they're just making sure Yates actually checked in. He must have gone by and they missed him. Sometimes those guys just do a flyby thinking they're going to see him as they check in. But
we saw that at that Memorial
at the
shootout tournament.
Yeah,
I forget which team that was.
Madison Memorial.
Yeah, Madison Memorial. Zip, he just went right on the court.
Basically came right from the bench, yeah.
Coach was like, nope, you got to check in. Use up top corralled by the Huskies and Carter Burns. Burns
kicked it out.
Got around his man, but then just put it off his foot. So the turnover gives it back to the Old Abe's, and they lead by 8 with just under 10 minutes to go.
Jesperson's taking a break right now, so we'll see who steps up here for the Old Abe's. Coach Hetke calling out a set play.
And Boga on the drive, and they're going to say it's offensive. Roxvold taking the charge.
And Boga's first.
And that's the 5th team foul on the Old Abe's. Huskies have 3. Burns to bring it up. Jesperson and Height getting set to check back in for the Abe's. Johnson on the drive.
Tough finish right there. Switching in midair to go to the left hand.
Tyler Johnson, his first bucket of the night. Hetke over to Simmons and now Clark. Julius Clark dumps it to Shamar Simmons. Challenged by Roxvold. Johnson ran right, or somebody ran right out of their shoe. Roxvold for 3. It was Shamar Simmons who ran right out of his shoe. For over 30 years, Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors has been the #1 home seller in northwestern Wisconsin. With more than 70 realtors averaging over 15 years of experience per agent, why turn anyplace else for realty in the Chippewa Valley? Call Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. So Height and Jesperson are in for the Old Abe's. And the Huskies have battled back.
Yeah, Shamar Simmons actually lost a shoe at half court, so he was trailing the play, which left Rockwold wide open to drain that one.
It's a 5-0 run for the Huskies to close within 3. Height hands to Clark. Julius Clark, a lot of contact in the lane. Was it touched? Yes, it was. Tyler Moy, the trailing official, had a good look at that one and said it was touched.
Yeah, a lot of contact on that one, so they'll say it's touched to give it back to the Old Abe's.
Hetke to throw it in. Knocked away and stolen by Besson. And then they get Roxvold for the travel in the backcourt. He was being hassled by Hetke.
Yeah, Hetke startled him. Came from behind on that pass. Roxvold picked it up, but he also picked up his pivot foot in order to get away from him.
Hetke to Height up top and Boga. Knocked away and gathered by Hetke. Height has it. Clark on the drive, bumped. We're going to get Elliott Johnson on the foul.
Yeah, Julius Clark is so tough when he wants to put that ball down and drive. He's a great facilitator. He's got great eyes to pass it off.
Fourth team foul on the Huskies. Jesperson will launch and hit.
Boy, I was just going to say that Husky defense on the perimeter has been outstanding in the first half, and just as I'm about to say it, Jesperson steps up and drains one.
Yeah, he doesn't need a lot of room. Knocked away. Ames have it. Good defense by Clark. Now Mboga in the corner. Hetke for three. Back tap. Ames keep it. Mboga open behind the arc.
What a strong.
Corralled by Roxvold. Boy, these guys are getting after it tonight.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Mboga kick that over to Julius Clark as he was all lined up for a 3-2 on the side.
Roxvold won't get the roll.
Good job by Height inside, box down, getting that board for the old Abes on the miss.
Jesperson. Nice little shake and bake there off the glass. No, Mboga offensive rebound.
Strong.
Julius Clark. Offensive foul.
That's the second one Roxvold's picked up. Good job by Roxvold to help getting in place.
So a foul on Clark. It's his first foul. It's the sixth. Team foul on the Old A's. Ian Bauer is back in. Huskies ball down by 6. TJ Johnson, the dump down, but a foul on the drive.
Yeah, a foul on the drive. Be the 6th. Correction, that'll be the 7th. Huskies at the line now.
Huskies in the bonus for the rest of the half. The Rural Virtual Academy is an online, tuition-free public school serving students pre-K through high school right here in Wisconsin. For more information, visit ruralvirtual.org. So both Caleb Yates and Ian Bauer are in for the Old A's. Tyler Johnson has his 4th point. And he makes it a 4-point game. Abe's with the ball in the lead. Hetke to Mboga. Here's Bauer. Finds Jesperson. Hetke, wide open look, and he drains it.
He's another one that can get hot from the 3 and really carry a team. Old Ames could use that tonight.
Yeah, that was a mistake by the North defense. Johnson on the drive. Again, he just gives that different look.
He does. He's already up to 6 points. And we talked about who was going to be the other guy. And right now for the Huskies, it's him.
Yeah, Roxvold leading the way with 10. Johnson now has 6. And Mboga in the corner, guarded by Roxvold. And Chad Brisky in the Old A's will take a timeout. We'll step aside as well. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
Marquardt Motors, a local Buick and GMC dealer, has the area's largest pre-owned and new vehicle inventory with new arrivals daily. View the inventory at marquardtmotors.com or stop in to talk to a friendly salaried sales consultant. Ames basketball leading by 5, just over 6 minutes to go. And what has been an entertaining first half. Mboga to Clark. Open, down low.
A real
James
nice
can't
set.
finish.
Yeah, good set out of the timeout. Just couldn't execute.
Barrows for 3 and out.
In and out.
And a steal in the backcourt. And the Abes get the steal right back. Ahead to Hetke. To Mboga for the finish. Counted in the foul.
Wow, that got a little helter-skelter. And then Jesperson just launches it down the Hetke and Eddie on a no look. And Mboga on the finish.
Well, the Huskies would like that possession back.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
You're exactly right.
They had numbers. And again, I mean, you don't want to curtail the aggressiveness. I mean, I think it's one of those mistakes that's made in trying to make a play. Mboga at the line. Traditional 3-point play, and lead is back up to 8. Mboga now with 7. Hetke, the steal. And then an offensive foul. I think they're going to get Shamar Simmons setting that illegal pick.
Yeah, good job by Elliot Beston kind of selling that one. As soon as he made contact, he made sure to bounce off and let the official know, hey, that was a little hard.
Barrows. Off the glass, no. Rebound Jesperson, ahead to Mboga. Clark. Back to Mboga. 3-pointer's good.
Right now, that's the difference. Huskies have not made their threes other than Roxfold. Right now, some of the old Abes are starting to step up.
And a steal by Shamar Simmons. Abes by 11, and they got the basketball.
Yeah, biggest lead of the half right here.
And some momentum. Jesperson to Mboga. On the drive, he can't
couldn't get
finish.
it. Great drive on that one. Little ball fake in the corner, took it to the hole. Oh, he wants that one back.
Back into the game for the Huskies is Elliot Johnson. He'll replace Tyler Johnson, who gave the Huskies some really good minutes off the bench. Roxvold to bring it across. He gets doubled. And it's intercepted. Shamar Simmons, again, right place, right time.
Yeah, too many turnovers for the Huskies right now.
Hetke hands to Mboga.
Yeah, that one's going to be defensive as he tried to run over Jesperson through that screen.
And that foul goes on Andrew Roxvold. That is his first 6th team foul on the Huskies, so Abes will be in the bonus going forward. Huskies already are. Jesperson loses it. Here comes Roxvold.
He's going to throw this one down.
And he does! Roxvold, the slam to bring his team within 9, and that's got the Husky faithful fired up.
Might be a little spark right here late in the half for the Huskies.
Hetke up top. Now Simmons. Foul on the entry pass, and they're going to get Barrows on that foul.
Yeah, to put Jesperson at the line. He's a pretty darn good free throw shooter, so.
Since 1946, Ansay and Associates has provided insurance to help secure businesses and families throughout Wisconsin. With custom coverage and superior customer service, Ansay and Associates can provide all your insurance needs. Visit ansay.com today. Ansay and Associates, securing and protecting your American dream. Jesperson up to 8 points with that free throw. Two of 2 at the line for Jesperson.
Yeah, Jesperson up to 9 with Roxvold at 12.
11-point Old Abe's lead. TJ Johnson gives it up. Carter Burns. They work it inside. Loose ball. Michael Kessler wanting a timeout.
They're going to give it to him.
Literally running out to the opposite side of the court.
I think he was going to tap the official on the shoulder. He's got too close.
We sure did. So a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
At Marquardt Motors, we want our customers to experience the highest possible level of satisfaction. That's why we offer the largest selection of new and used vehicles at the lowest possible price. It's why we offer Saturday service, and we have our own body shop on site. I'm Dave Marquardt. I invite you to come experience the personal service we worked for 50 years to achieve and will continue to improve on for many years to come.
Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more. For every room, every door, and every window, place your trust in SOS Security. HS Fence is serving Wisconsin's commercial and residential fencing needs for the last 18 years. HS Fence specializing in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. And you can get Culligan Water for just $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Huskies basketball out of that timeout. 3:19 to go in this first half. Tyler Barrows to throw it in for the Huskies. TJ Johnson going way up, and they're going to get Julius Clark on the foul.
Yeah, he kind of went up and then slid underneath him, unfortunately. Didn't allow him to really come down safely, so they're going to call him. That'll be his third, I think. Nope, just his second.
Second on Clark, and Clark's looking for an explanation from official Tyler Schroyer. And Clark will check out. Yeah, it becomes a safety issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as I mean, one thing, yeah, you want to play tight defense, but if a guy is in the air like that, you kind of have to protect the cylinder, as they say. So it's a 1-and-1 now for TJ Johnson.
Important 3 minutes here now to end the half. Huskies need to really kind of claw back into this, or Old Ames could go on a run, and that miss isn't going to help.
Ames with the basketball and a double-digit lead. Hetke out on the perimeter. Taking a look inside. Now finds Mboga. Hetke looking for a cutter. Finds Simmons up top to Jesperson. Mboga in the corner.
Wow, there's a hard reach. Let that one go.
Jesperson for three. Yes.
Tough. If he starts getting heated up, look out. He's up to 12.
Biggest lead of the game for the Old Ames is 14.
You know, we talked about Roxville taking it in the flow so far this first half. Same thing with Jesperson. Speaking of,
Roxfold won't get the roll. Rebound Simmons to Mboga and now Hetke. Chad Brisky calling out the play. Nice
great
pass.
block. Oh, he got hammered inside.
Simmons will go to the line.
Great dish right there by Jesperson. Simmons, great look going to the hoop.
You're going to get TJ Johnson on the foul. It'll send Shamar Simmons to the line. He'll shoot a pair. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Back in for the Huskies, Elliot Besson and Tyler Johnson.
Shamar with the bank shot.
Yeah,
on the free throw.
if you asked Shamar, he said, yeah,
He's laughing.
That's what I was intending to do.
Yeah, he's laughing as he's coming up, but he'll take it. Stretch that lead.
It's a 15-point lead. And it's not that the Huskies have played poorly. It's just, a lot of shots that they've had haven't gone down.
Yeah.
And then you add in some turnovers.
I was just saying, and then you add in too many turnovers, and that's what's got them behind here.
Tyler Johnson, tough shot in the lane, battle for the rebound, and Boga comes out of there with it. Caleb Yates. Rebound knocked around. They say last touch by the Abes, so the Huskies will get it back with a minute 29 left.
Yeah, Owen Gibson, good job inside. They're trying to keep it alive, but just knocked it out of bounds. You know, Brad, we talked about if somebody else is going to be able to step up and score. Well, we've got, you know, the two big boys, Roxfold and Jesperson, with 12 each. The difference is you got Mboga with 10, and you got Hedke with 6, whereas, you know, the Huskies strictly have Tyler Johnson with 6, and that's about it. So just a matter of how many different people are stepping up. Right now it's the Old Abes.
Nice pass down low to Besson, and he and Simmons got tangled up, and Shamar Simmons came out of that doing a little hop there as the feet got tangled up. Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Besson to shoot a pair. The Huskies are in the double bonus. Snaps a 6-0 run by the Apes.
You got a set play here called from the bench. And there he is.
Jesperson.
In and out.
Good look. Loose on the baseline. Last touch by Wesley Mboga of the Old Apes.
Yeah, that set play is simply a dribble handoff by Jesperson. He uses the screen to go down, and they just re-screen to get him back outside to the arc for that good look.
Under a minute to go. Huskies looking for a strong finish. Burns. And a nice backdoor pass, but Barrows can't finish.
Old Abes were wondering why that wasn't a travel, since he basically lost control and just gave it back to himself.
Jesperson fouled on the drive.
Yeah, good job on penetrating there by Jesperson. He'll go to the line.
Foul goes on Tyler Barrows, and that is his second.
In and out.
Rebound Roxfold. Carter Johnson able to finish.
Yeah, Tyler Johnson with all the shake and bake. Got the defender off his feet and finished. Great move inside.
He's up to 8 points. Huskies hit it down to 12. Jesperson to Mboga. Simmons. Rebound in the bucket.
Just out-muscled him inside. Took it away. Big hoop to end the half right there.
Shamar Simmons. 3 points, but they're all important. They come late in the first half, and the Old Abes have a 37-23 lead at the break. Sparks, really good game early on. Huskies fell behind 13-5. They made a nice rally. They get it down to 4 and on a couple occasions, but the Abes just able to pull away. And we said it before. I think it comes down to 2 things for the Huskies: getting some of those shots to go down in limiting turnovers, because that has been a problem for them.
Yeah, it really has. Again, Tyler Johnson, great job off the bench. A lot of energy. I think he's got 8 points in there in the first half. Roxfold's got his 12, but I don't think many of those Huskies just haven't scored but those 2. And that becomes an issue in the offensive end of the court, where you look back now at the Old Abes. Julius Clark's got a couple. Hedke's got 6. Mboga's got 10. Cooper Jefferson's got his 12. They've just got more balance right now with more guys scoring, which is really helping on the offensive end.
We will take an extended break for halftime. We will have second half action coming up in just a bit. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Welcome to our halftime show at Eau Claire Memorial. Jason Zaleski here with Spectrum Insurance's Daryl Zaleski. Daryl, before we get into some of the sports that we're going to talk about today, first, catch us up on the history of yourself and Spectrum Insurance.
Yeah, sure. So I've been in insurance my entire career right out of college, but I started with a insurance company in Wausau, actually, and worked there and transferred over here in 1990. So I've been in Eau Claire for a long time now. And about 2004, I decided to leave Wausau and went to work for a small agency in Chippewa Falls. 2.5 years later, I bought that agency, and that's how Spectrum Insurance was formed. So we had a little office in Chippewa Falls. A month later, we started an office in Eau Claire. And so while our roots are in Eau Claire, we're one of the larger agencies in the state of Wisconsin. We have offices throughout the state. There's about 20 locations. One office in Minnesota. But again, our roots are here in the Chippewa Valley, and we're thrilled to be part of the Eau Claire community.
We'll mention the website. Tell us the website.
The website is spectruminsgroup.com, and it has a wealth of information about insurance, about getting quotes. Really anything you need is on our website.
And we'll have a graphic at the end of this to show people that as well. Let's talk about basketball. We're here at a basketball event, and thank you for helping to sponsor this event and bring the attention for these kids to everybody here statewide. Let's tell us a little bit about your basketball history going back to high school.
Sure. Well, first of all, we're proud to be a sponsor of this the tournament. I think it's wonderful. Yeah, we grew up playing basketball. I'm from a small town by Neilsville, Marshall, Granton, for those of you that know Granton on Highway 10. Small school. We played basketball growing up our entire life as my twin brother and I and some friends. All of my brothers played basketball, and I was fortunate, at a small school that I was able to play a lot of varsity basketball when I was a freshman. So throughout the course of my career, I ended up scoring a lot of points, being able to play 4 years of varsity basketball, which is certainly unheard of at larger schools, but back then it was fairly common. So had a long, really great basketball career, loved the sport. I think it's a great sport for young boys and girls to play, and it teaches a lot of character and a competitive nature. And I go back and I talk to a lot of people in my industry in the sales process and making sales, and we equate our sales competitiveness back to our basketball career when we were competitive playing basketball. So,
at the time that you left school, you left as the conference's all-time leading scorer. What were some of those memories? And you talk about teamwork. How did your teammates help you achieve that?
Yeah, it was certainly a team effort, because I was actually a post player in a small school. I'm only 5'11", but I would go up against taller players, and so it was certainly a team approach to get me the ball down in the post. I could get fouled a lot. I made a lot of free throws, but I probably wasn't the best shooter on the team, but I had a knack for getting to the hole. Had a lot of three-point plays. I think 90% of my shots were probably off the backboard. I was always underneath the backboard banking shots in. So.
Three-point line when you played?
We had no three-point line at the time. I don't even know what year it came in. I can't even remember, but I wish we did, because my twin brother was actually a very good outside shooter, and he would have scored a lot of points from the three-point line.
Twin brother Darren, what was it like playing with your brother?
It was really cool. I mean, we played, obviously, growing up when we were just tiny. We were always playing with the two of us and our friends, and he was the shooting guard, and it was really great. We were always there together. We were always practicing. It was actually really cool.
In basketball, with the ball on offense, that's your primary position. Your first position is triple threat. That's the basketball term. At Spectrum Insurance, what's your triple threat?
Yeah, so our triple threat is, our agency is based on what we call 3 silos, and we offer commercial insurance to businesses certainly in the Chippewa Valley, and as I said, throughout the state. So whether it's a contractor, a manufacturer, a municipality, we have a lot of trucking accounts. We do commercial insurance first. The second silo that we have is personal insurance. So we have home, auto, umbrella, toys, anything that you need for your personal insurance. We have dedicated people for that as well. And then the third silo is what we call our employee benefits or life and health division. And so it's two-phased. It's offering employee benefits to businesses, but we also do a lot of individual health insurance, dental, Medicare. We have a gal that is meeting with Medicare clients all fall while open enrollment, and I don't know how she does it, but she's wonderful at her job. So those are the three silos, the triple threat.
Yeah, the triple threat as it is. You're supporting a tournament like this that you are in a way, you're also supporting families. And as you know, as a former player, being in that family, this is a family business, going to a basketball game, supporting a high school student athlete. Tell us about Spectrum Insurance and the way that you support families.
Well, it's interesting because we consider the agency of family. We just had our Christmas party last Saturday, and we talked about how it's a true family. Yeah, we're a business, but it actually feels like we're a family. And I think supporting the community here and what families come to the games, they watch their children play, or they just come to support Memorial. That's our philosophy. We're a family, and we support families any way we can.
Golf. A passion of yours. Had a hole-in-one, to my understanding, your first ever hole-in-one at Neilsville Country Club back in July. Aside from Neilsville Country Club, which is maybe the finest 9-hole golf course in the country.
Yes, it is.
Tell us about one or two other courses that you've played at in your life that really stand out to you, or you really will always remember.
I've been very fortunate. I've played at a lot of great courses, not only in the United States, but across the world. There are really a lot of courses in Europe. I'm a member of the Eau Claire Country Club, so I think that's a fantastic course for those of you that have played at the Country Club. It's a wonderful course. I actually had my first hole-in-one there.
Oh, okay.
And then the second one this summer at Neilsville, it was a treat because, as you said, that was the course I grew up on. Yeah. And to be able to have a hole-in-one on the course that you grew up on was a phenomenal experience. But I've played, as I said, I've played some great courses. I've been very fortunate around the country. I've played St. Andrews. I played the old course at St. Andrews. This past summer I played Old Head in Ireland. It's hard to quantify the great courses that I played, but at the end of the day, my favorite course is still Whistling Straits in Kohler. And so to have that in Wisconsin is a special treat for myself and anybody that golfs.
What else should people know about Spectrum Insurance, especially the office here in Eau Claire?
Yeah, we have about 35 to 40 people here, so that's our biggest office. And so we have a lot of people that have children that go to school here. So I think it's important for us to support our corporate mantra is to support the local community, whether it's through school or through donations to nonprofits. And I think you'll find out that Spectrum is a really good corporate citizen in the Chippewa Valley. We rarely turn down any requests for donations, and we try to make a point to support donations as they're requested.
Lastly, what's your go-to at the basketball concession stand when you walk in?
How do you not get a hot dog?
All right.
Although I have celiac, so I get it without the bun. But how do you not get a hot dog?
Thank you so much for supporting the tournament.
Thank you. Thanks, Jason.
More basketball coming up right now on Zaleski Sports. Spectrum Insurance is an independent insurance agency offering personal, business, and health insurance services throughout Wisconsin and Minnesota. Spectrum Insurance has a team of trusted insurance experts with diverse areas of expertise ready to protect you when the unexpected happens. We're here to help. Contact us at spectruminsgroup.com.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
We're back at the Doghouse, Eau Claire North High School. Crosstown showdown going on. And it's the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's leading the Eau Claire North Huskies 37-23 at the half. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger back with you. Sparks, like we talked going into halftime, Huskies, it's not that they played poorly, just they missed some shots, a couple shots that I'm sure they would tell you we got to make those, and then the turnovers kind of mounted.
Yeah, the Old Abe's had 6 steals there in that first half, and sure helped them. Then they transitioned and were able to score off those. So you're right, it boils down to Huskies just first off have to take care of the basketball and then keep getting those looks. And again, somebody else on that Husky team has got to start producing on the offensive end other than Roxfold, who's done a nice job with 12 so far.
Old Abe's have the basketball to start the second half. Jesperson hands to Mboga, now Height. Clark on the penetration, going in against Gust. And Mboga gets to the hoop.
Good job of the offensive end of the Old A's, running a little weave up on top. Finally, the defense broke down, and Mboga taking it to the rim.
Here's Besson. Huskies would like to see him get on track to your second half. They need his outside shooting.
Besson and Burrows, no doubt. Both of those guys averaging double digits.
Nice take to the hoop, TJ Johnson. That's his first bucket. And Mboga gets to the glass, count it, and the foul. And Mboga continuing his outstanding play. He's up to 14 points.
Yeah, he's being very assertive on the offensive end tonight.
Foul goes on Besson. That is his first. Roxfold came out on the closeout, but Mboga got right around him. Now the lead is 17, so this is definitely danger zone time now here for the Huskies. Barrows will pop from outside. TJ Johnson gets the board. Besson.
Watched.
He was challenged by Hedke.
Yeah,
some good defense.
Yep.
Jesperson to Clark. Now they'll reset. Here's Hedke. Height. Mboga. Oh, he still stays hot. Wesley Mboga.
He comes out with the first 7 of the second half.
And it's a 20-point lead for the Old Abe's. Timeout on the floor. We will step aside as well. It's a full timeout. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Blue Northern Distributing of Eau Claire, Wisconsin is a local family-owned business and has been distributing products in western Wisconsin for over 20 years. Our friendly truck drivers are extensively trained to be the best in the industry.
Because it's a really good family-oriented company.
Blue Northern distributes milk and dairy products to many schools and businesses. Right now, we are seeking qualified Class A truck drivers to join our fleet. Apply today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at...
All right, out of the timeout. North basketball, they now trail by 20.
See if they run something here for Roxwold to get a look.
Besson fouled on the drive.
Got Hedke with that forearm in the back as he's driving.
So Barrows will throw it in. TJ Johnson swings it to Besson. Now here's Gust. Barrows lost the handle and is taken away by Julius Clark.
Oh, he is so good with his hands. His 4th steal on the night already.
A 10-2 run to start the second half for the Old Abe's. And we get another foul on Memorial.
Yeah, 10-2 run by the Old A's, and I actually shortchanged Mboga He's got 8 of those 10 to start the second half.
Foul goes on Julius Clark. He picks up his third. It's a 22-point lead for the Old Abe's. Here's Roxbold. Nearly took steps there.
Yeah, outstanding defense by Mboga right there.
Besson cut off by Hetke.
Forced that one.
And challenged by Mboga.
Yeah, great defense.
He just didn't look like he had his feet set. He kind of had that spin, and it just
I think
worked out too well for him.
He's starting to get impatient, right? He hasn't had a shot this half. They're falling behind big time. He knows he has to step up and score, and now he's just trying to force.
Mboga again.
Brattle, there's the difference right now. You want to talk about defense? The Old Abe's are closing out. The Huskies are trying to go by, and the Old Abe's are able to shut it off, right? They can't let them get to the hoop. Not the case for the Huskies. They close out, and the Old Abe's are just doing blow-by after blow-by.
24-point lead for the Old Abe's. Gust from behind the arc. He's fouled.
Yeah, he got a piece from there on the release, and Hetke knows it.
Enjoy the benefits of business banking at Security Financial Bank with several options to fit your business. Learn more about business banking at sfbank.com. Hetke picks up the foul, and that is his second. Aaron Gust at the line to shoot 3.
Just shows you what kind of night he's having and missing those free throws even. Huskies need him to get on track.
For Gus, that is his first point of the game. And you look at guys like Gust and Besson, those are, those complementary scorers that you need. Gust comes in averaging 5.2, Barrows 10.2, Besson 12.7. All those guys well under those averages tonight.
God, he only makes 1 of 3 right there.
Abe's can afford to take their time. They've got a healthy double-digit lead here. Hetke. And Mboga again.
Boy, so smooth. Fakes that ball screen and just slips it. Finds himself open. Great feed by Hetke. 22.
Up to 22 points.
Another steal for the Old Abe's. Hetke taking it to the rack. Don't know what he was. I think he was trying to throw.
Was he trying to do the pass?
Yes, he was. He turned back and looked at him. Yeah.
Here's Barrows for 3. That's no good. Last touch by the Abe's. They save it right to the Huskies.
Yeah, Coach Brisky's not going to be happy with Hetke doing that. That was an easy layup for him.
Barrows another look from distance, and he knocks it down. Well, you're not going to get it all back at once. You got to string some stops together if you're North, and run some good offense and
hit those open threes, which is what he just finally did. You're right. Drain a couple of those, switch the momentum a little bit.
And set some goals. Like, okay, 10 minutes, we want to get this down to 15. Let's try to do that. In and out from the outside, Bauer.
Yeah, it starts down here, though, right? Got to start on that defense. Got to get those stops, and they got one there.
Gus will give it up top. Burns has it. Nearly loses it. Gets it to Roxfold. Long distance 3. That's no good. Ball winds up in the hands of Mboga. Gets to Jesperson.
Yeah, one of the few times Roxfold's been open tonight. Couldn't make it happen there, though.
4 subs in for the Abe's, 2 in for North.
A quick shout out to the Willems family at home watching us tonight, as a couple of the girls under the weather, so they're joining us on Zaleski Sports.
Well, hello to the Willems. Julius Clark in traffic. Good rebound by Elliott Johnson.
Yeah, you set a lot of traffic right there.
Open look out of the corner. Burns, no. Johnson corrals the rebound, gets it inside. Unable to finish is Elliott Johnson. Working hard down low. They clear it. Roxbold. Open look. Barrows.
Huskies could have used that one. Burrows was open.
Julius Clark in traffic, knocked away by the Huskies. Contact, offensive foul.
Well, I guess it all evens out, right? Julius Clark looking for the reach-in foul, doesn't get it. Great hustle by Shamar Simmons, getting back, taking a charge.
Wesley Mboga and Cooper Jesperson back in for Memorial. Yeah, toughest call for an official to make in basketball is that block charge.
Yeah, and high school doesn't use that cylinder call inside, but the line that shows it to help them out too. So, like you said, toughest call in basketball, no doubt.
Simmons, the handoff. Jesperson in traffic. No. Look at Simmons.
Right place again.
Nearly knocked away, but last touch by the Huskies. Ames will corral it. Owen Gibson. Back to Mboga. Blocked. Carter Burns playing some defense. Ames get it back. A little bit of a heat check there by Mboga. Johnson the kick to Barrows. Roxbold, step back three, it's no good. Rebound Mboga. Well, he's got to be getting close to double-digit rebounds as well.
Yeah, he really is performing. Good job again by the Old Abe's, though. They're switching those ball screens and really trying to make it hard for Rockville to get those up.
Jesperson, corner three, no good. Offensive rebound,
and
get him a foul. Ian Bauer.
Great shot fake by Bauer, good patience. Making him go up, goes up into him, draws the foul.
I'll say it again, Sparks. Bauer has really been a revelation this season. Talking about a player who has just come on and he just seems like he gets better. His confidence grows with every single game.
Oh, absolutely. You talk about the sixth player. Boy, he is crucial to this Old Abe's team.
Hey, they list him at 6'1". He's got the long arms. He's active. Hits the free throw there. His lead continues to grow.
And he's got 5 good points tonight for the Old Abe's coming off the bench.
It's a 25-point margin. Remember, the Huskies are coming off a 10-point win at home over River Falls.
Yeah, they played so well at River Falls, to get that victory. But the Old Abe's pressure is just taking them out of their offense. That was one of the keys for the Huskies tonight, was to run good offense. But, again, good hands by the Old Abe's, creating steals and turnovers. And the Huskies that just had not shot very well. Mboga is going to pick this one up, taking on Roxfold.
Well, Clare Memorial Hockey also playing tonight up at Chippewa Falls. A battle of ranked teams, and after one, the Cardinals leading the Old Abe's by a score of 3-1. So some high-profile games going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tonight, Sparks.
That'll be a dandy up there in Chippewa.
Yeah, we had a near-packed house here. I'm sure it's packed up there. Problems for Besson, and are they going to get the foul on Clark? If it is, yep, the foul goes on Clark, and that's his 4th. So Julius Clark will check out.
He is very aggressive on defense, but he's got to find that time to back off a little bit, especially when you've got your 3rd foul here with almost 11 to play. Just maybe give up a step, keep yourself on the floor.
Roxvold on the drive. Can't quite finish. The Huskies crashing the boards. Couldn't keep a hand on it.
Well, great job by Mboga again, because every time Rockville takes it to the lane, he's going to reverse pivot the other way. And Mboga's figured that out. So as soon as he hits the brakes, Mboga's taking away that spin move and making it very tough for Roxville to finish the drive, finish at the basket.
10:15 to go, second half. Now some backcourt pressure.
I think that might have been over and back.
I think you're right.
I'd have to see that replay.
Yeah.
Maybe
he was on that part of the floor where the Huskies logo is, and the line goes from black to clear
Yeah,
as it goes right through
I
that
think
logo.
all three things have to be over: your feet, your whole body, and the ball. So that might be one of those things where maybe all three things didn't clear.
Huskies foul goes on Aaron Gust. That is his third. 4 team fouls this half on North. Bryce Hepke to Wesley Mboga. Mboga counted and the foul.
He is just doing those blow-bys and going hard to the hoop. That time, the nice little kiss off the glass.
Well, and that is the issue with Wesley Mboga. He's capable of shooting that three, and he's very capable of hitting that mid-range jumper, so you got to close out on him. But he's got a quick first step, too.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, right? He's nailed a couple threes, so they're closing out, but they're closing out way too hard. He just gives a little shimmy, and boom, he's by him, laying it to the glass. And they're not getting a good rotation. The Huskies have got to rotate, try to take a charge, and nobody's there.
Yeah, we figured the leading scorers, Jesperson for the Old Abes, Roxwold for the Huskies, that they would get theirs. They're good players,
yeah,
clearly. But the question is, who else was going to chip in?
Never would have thought Mboga for 24 so far. Great night for him.
Gust up top, clears to Besson. Abes have done a really good job on Matt Besson. Contact, and they're going to get the foul on Ian Bauer. Carter Burns was taking it in strong.
That'll be the Old Abe's 6th team foul, so they'll inbounds that underneath.
You mentioned Old Abe's hockey tonight, Sparks. NHL tonight, Maple Leafs versus the Sharks. So you know what that means.
No, but you'll tell me.
Exactly. That means 2 Eau Claire guys skating in the same NHL game.
Oh, there you go.
Ty Emerson for the Sharks and Jake McCabe for the Maple Leafs. And there's a three-pointer by Carter Burns. That'll give the Huskies some hope. 9:05 to go.
Yeah, a little hope cuts to 24 with 9 to play.
Oh, look at Jesperson. He gets
blocked
twice. A couple times.
Yeah, this could be a jump ball, I do believe.
Officials are going to talk about it. Tyler Schroyer and Tyler Moy, held ball and possession arrow pointing the way of the Huskies.
Yeah, I really could have called about 2 of those for jump ball. They were solid on defense that time.
Huskies trying to rally. It's not lack of effort tonight. Just maybe a little lack of execution and cold shooting night. Nice spin move in the lane, but Burns unable to finish.
Yeah, right there, a nice move to the lane, just can't get the goal, like you said. A little bit of cold shooting.
Aves wanted the pick and roll, but Jesperson unable to get it to Simmons. Gust up top, Besson, three-pointer. No. Rebound Jesperson.
Yeah, I like this decision right here. Cooper Jesperson just slowing things down. Let's run some offense, run a good set.
Jesperson got to the glass, couldn't finish. Now here's Besson the other way. Burns to Gust. Now Roxwold spins. Hoops, just won't get it.
Yeah.
They're getting looks in the lane and they're just not able to finish.
Well, I got to give that to Mboga. That's the guy that puts so much pressure.
A reach and foul now on Shamar Simmons.
That'll put the Huskies at the line, shooting the bonus now.
Well, again, unlikely, but still possible. So one way to do that, okay, now you're in the bonus. Hit some free throws, try to get some turnovers, string some stops together, and see if you can't go on a run.
Yeah, your run's going to have to happen, though, from that three-point arc, and they just not shot real good from there tonight.
And you can tell these Husky fans are just waiting for something to go their way so they can really start getting into it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if the Huskies actually can just go on a 6-0, 8-0 run, it'll really bring that crowd back in and just get that momentum to see if they can get a late run, catch them up.
2-2 for Elliott Besson. Lead is 22 for Memorial. Gibson to Clark. Clark playing with 4 fouls, and he gets fouled up high by Besson.
Huskies' 6th foul.
And that might be a strategy for the Huskies, too, to get the clock stopped. As you commit some fouls, you put the Old Abe's on the line, you hope for some misses and try to get yourself back in the game that way.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, you definitely want this down around 12 or 14 before you start the old foul brigade, that's for sure, because otherwise this could get out of hand in a hurry.
And my guess then is Chad Brisky will say, okay, I'm going to get my 5 best free throw shooters out there. Yeah. 5 guys that can handle the ball, 5 guys that can shoot free throws.
Which basically I would say he's got that right now. You talk about 5 ball handlers. He's gone 5 guards right now.
Yep, that's exactly right, Sparks. Jasperson will go to the line to shoot a pair. Castle Insurance, based in Eau Claire, is your local independent insurance provider. For all your insurance needs, you can depend on Castle Insurance.
And kind of a quiet second half for Jesperson and Roxwold.
Yeah, a little bit. The guy who's really been on fire all game long has been Mboga, especially here in the second half. 2-2 for Jesperson. He's up to 14 points. Besson on the take. But he didn't get the foul on the floor.
Yeah, Hedke on the reach in. And Brisky's not happy right now. That clock's stopping. They're fouling and putting him at the line. He just wants him to play solid defense and keep that clock rolling.
Update from the Chippewa Ice Arena. Eau Claire Memorial get the lone goal in the second period, so it's a 3-2 game. Chi-High in the lead heading into period number 3. We would expect nothing less than a close game in that one, Sparks.
Yeah, absolutely. Great lead pass right there, an entry into Bauer.
Again, he and Bauer contributing.
Yeah, he's up to 7.
The Old Abes. On the other end, Tyler Johnson.
Old Abes looking to run some offense here. And then, of course, if you get the parting, and he missed the layup. Huskies just left him wide open.
He's a lefty. He went to his right hand there. Barrows for 3. That's no good. Long rebound, Roxwold. Back to Barrows. TJ Johnson in traffic, throws it away.
Old A's up 24. Oh, Mboga actually missed.
Yeah, and he kind of came down a little funny too.
Yeah, he was kind of checking his ankle when he came down that time.
Besson, no.
They just cannot make a 3.
Yeah, we thought here, playing in their own gym, Jasperson gets the roll.
Yeah, just backs him down, a little turnaround fade.
Jesperson up to 16 points. Lead is 26. Roxwold will go one-on-one with Mboga. Trying for the and one. Instead, Roxwold will go to the line. Roxwold, Sparks, has yet to score in the second half.
Yeah, again, you got to give credit to Mboga. He's gone full denial the second half. He was trying not to let him get the ball back. Mboga was not helping in any drives. You just stayed out there on him and just has taken him out of the flow of the offense and taken him out of the flow of his shot as he just missed a free throw.
Elliott Height back in for the Old Abes. One or two for Roxwold.
Good decision right there by the Abe's. Had a couple chances to maybe force a shot. Just running some time now. And Jesperson's going to draw the foul.
Yeah, gets the foul on Maddox Gertz.
Yeah, good job by Jesperson. A little shot fake. Got him up in the air. He just came down right on top of him. But again, a very good set offensively, right? No forced shots. Run some clock. Spread the floor.
Jesperson adding to his point totals, and as this lead continues to grow, a number of folks are starting to make their way toward the exits.
Jesperson up to 18.
Yeah, Huskies really needed that run coming out of the halftime break. Instead, it was the Abe's going on a run. Three-pointer on the way by Burns. That rolls off. And Boga will slow it down. They go inside the height and just lost the handle. Gertz with it. Gertz picks up the dribble. Roxvold looking for a pick. Drives on Clark. Contact.
Clark
offensive foul on Roxvold.
That's a big call right there. That would have been Clark's fifth. But instead, Roxvold's going to pick it up.
So it's Old Abe's basketball. 4:22 left. Abe's in no particular hurry. Alley-oop! Elliott Heights! Oh, it just won't go down for him.
Wanted to have that back screen, throw it down, couldn't quite get it.
We saw him several times last year with some impressive dunks.
Yeah, he just hasn't had any of those kind of breakaway looks this year.
Huskies will try a three. That's off. Garrett Stoffel putting that shot up as Michael Kessler is going deep into his bench. On the drive, Jesperson.
And there's Jesperson getting his 20 on the night. Now here comes the bench for the Old Abe's getting ready to check in.
And we'll have the reserves to close this game out. Gertz getting into the lane. It's no good. And the Abe's will take a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside as well. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
We are back here at the Doghouse, Eau Claire North High School. Eau Claire Memorial on its way to its 10th win of the season and its 6th in Big Rivers Conference play, leading Eau Claire North 66-37. North had come in with all kinds of momentum, a couple wins, including an overtime comeback win over the holidays against La Crosse Logan, and then an impressive win over River Falls just last Friday. But tonight, saw it's just not going down for the Huskies. Saw Quinney into the game for the Old Abe's, and he gets fouled.
And he'll go to the line to shoot, I do believe, 2. Yeah, he'll be shooting 2 here.
So Quinney, a senior, and he's gotten into the scorebook already this year. He'll try to add to his total.
doing the Shamar bank shot.
Yeah, Shamar Simmons did it, so why not? He gets a nice ovation from the Memorial student section. Won't get the roll on that second one. Maddox Gertz. Kick out, three-pointer, Stefan Larson, no. Quinney on the kick out. Ben Fessenmeyer, number 15. Henry Fessenmeyer, he's number 21, and they're going to get one of the A's reserves on that offensive foul.
Yeah, they're going to hit Ian Bauer there on the down screen. It was an illegal screen.
It was Ben Fessenmeyer who threw one down in the JV game.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ian Bauer's coming up, but what a great game for him tonight.
He just, again, you know, sometimes you look at X factors. Who's the guy that you're not really counting on, but can give you some good solid minutes and some production tonight? That guy was Ian Bauer. Maddox Gertz, strong take to the hoop.
Yeah, Ian Bauer does that for the Old Abes, and Tyler Johnson does it exceptionally well for the Huskies.
The Dahlman Insurance Agency provides business, home, auto, and farm insurance throughout the Chippewa Valley. Contact Eric Knutson in Elk Mountain or Wayne Dahlman in Eau Claire. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. First one good by Maddox Gertz, and he is into the scoring column. Two of two for Gertz. He's a pretty good football player for the Huskies. We got to see him a few times this fall.
Yeah, outstanding season.
Quinney for three. It rims off. Scramble for the loose ball, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Huskies. We're under 2 minutes to go.
Well, we sure didn't anticipate this kind of score coming in tonight. Old Abe's flexing their muscles tonight here as they remain on top of the Big Rivers Conference.
Yeah, it was just a solid win. Everybody contributed, did what they had to do. Nice steal there by the Huskies and Garrett Stoffel. They took care of the basketball, you know, and I think they didn't get too hyped up to play in this rivalry game. But they played with energy and they played with some passion and yet they played smart too. And tell you, when you can get a couple guys in double figures the way Mboga and Jesperson did for them tonight. Clark did not have his usual scoring night, but he contributed in a lot of other ways.
Yeah, he did defensively, had a bunch of tough steals. Just made it difficult for them to get their offense set up. But you're right, Mboga and Jesperson together combined outscored the Huskies tonight.
Yeah, they did. Tough drive on Maddox Gertz. And he will head to the line. Gets no easier for the Huskies. They will be in action again Friday. They have to travel to Hudson. Play a strong Hudson Raiders team. The Old Abes will be home on Friday to host Chippewa Falls. Dave Sparger and I will be back to call that one from the Eagles Nest.
Yeah, the Old Abe ladies will be over at Chippewa Falls on Friday night.
Well, exciting time at Memorial. All three of those teams, boys basketball, girls basketball, hockey, all having outstanding seasons.
Yeah, they sure are. They've been fun to watch this year.
Mike Schwengler and I will have hockey from Hobbs on Thursday when the Old Abes host New Richmond. Foul down low as we're under a minute to go. Yeah, this is part of the season, Sparks, where things get really interesting. It is the further you go, the more these games take on importance, and pretty soon we'll be talking about seedings and where these teams will wind up, and postseason will be here before you know it.
Yeah, we're about a month away from really trying to look at where people have settled out and where the seedings happen. So yeah, it happens so quick when you get past that Christmas break.
Huskies will keep it with 45.3 left. Huskies to throw it in with Garrett Stoffel. Gavin Wise, 33, is into the game. Stoffel from outside, that's no good. Gibson pulls down the rebound. Fessenmeyer to Quinney. Deflected. Stolen by Gertz. Stoffel off the glass. Final 10 seconds of this one, and the Abes will just let the time run out. So this one will end in a 68-42 win for the Old Abes over the Huskies. With the win, Memorial improves to 10-0, or 10-1 rather, overall. 6-0 in the Big Rivers Conference. Huskies drop to 6-6 overall, 3-3 in the Big Rivers Conference. Spargs, thanks to some of the Memorial basketball players, girls basketball players, you've got stats for us.
Well, the big one that stands out, we talk about the steals, and again, Julius Clark with 4 steals, Bryce Hetke with 3, Shamar Sims with a couple, but they walk out of here with 10 steals tonight. And again, we talked about that defensive pressure, creating those turnovers, and the Huskies really did struggle. A lot of times just trying to get away from them. And again, I'm going to repeat what I said earlier, the fact that every time the Huskies closed out and tried to play that, three-point line defensively, the Old Abes were just able to blow by them, and nobody from the Huskies was able to step in and take that charge or prevent it from going to the rack. Conversely, when the Huskies were out on the arc, the Old Abes did a great job of closing out. When the Huskies put it on the floor, either they were able to defend it or they got that extra help to prevent them from going to the hoop. I just think that was the biggest change tonight between how each team defensively played.
So the Old Abes pick up the win in this crosstown showdown. These two teams will meet again. The rematch will be at the Eagles Nest. Coming up next, the postgame show brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you experience any sports-related injury or issue. You can count on proper diagnosis and customized treatment plan to meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and western Wisconsin. That is coming up next. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Spectrum Insurance.
Impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called a labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or a capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis. Few orthopedic surgeons are operating on hips through a scope because it is a newer and technically difficult surgery. Therefore, certain diagnoses may be missed by physicians not familiar with these newer treatment options.
Patients I see with hip joint pain that can be fixed and not just replaced can range from their mid-teens or younger teens to 50, 60 years old. In the past, patients who had labral tears in their hip were told that they may have some pre-arthritis or an early arthritic problem. They may be told that they were just prone to frequent groin pulls in the sport of their choice. And taking some time away from their sport, they may sometimes be able to return to the sport with just continued pain. And fortunately now, with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport, and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip is affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork of their friendly, knowledgeable physicians and staff.
Here at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we have 12 partners: orthopedics, neurosurgery, non-operative spine, and foot and ankle. We really pride ourselves in listening closely to the patients and hearing what they're saying, spending a lot of time engaging in the conversation of what is really bothering that person.
After meeting with the patient, Dr. Carlson determined that his difficulties had all been related to painful hip impingement.
It was incredibly important for me to meet with a doctor that understood sports and athletics and kind of just how I wanted to continue that lifestyle instead of just kind of shutting it down. So meeting with someone like Dr. Carlson was incredibly important to me because he understood how I still wanted to be active after a surgery and still wanted to maintain my daily lifestyle.
While visiting with Dr. Carlson, we learned that he grew up skiing and continues to ski competitively across the country and also enjoys hunting, fishing, and hiking. He is passionate that his patients' goals are his goals. Whether it is getting them back to playing with their kids, working aggressively, or competing in sports, his patients are more active and enjoy their lives.
When I see those people so happy with themselves, so happy with their decision to have this fixed or to go through this process, as scary as it sometimes is, if you don't know what's on the other side, it's so satisfying for me.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Today's game is brought to you by Apple Weight Loss. Chiropractic care is more than just making the pain disappear. It's about learning, understanding, and taking care of your body to improve your quality of life with Apple Weight Loss. Whether buying or selling, home, recreation, commercial, no matter your budget, find the listings at DonnellanOnline.com. Franson Bank & Trust has a team of experienced bankers that will provide a vast array of loan products tailored to your situation. Franson Bank & Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Marquardt Motors, we want our customers to experience the highest possible level of satisfaction. That's why we offer the largest selection of new and used vehicles at the lowest possible price. It's why we offer Saturday service, and we have our own body shop on site. I'm Dave Marquardt. I invite you to come experience the personal service we worked for 50 years to achieve and will continue to improve on for many years to come.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Welcome back to the Doghouse. Eau Claire Memorial with the win, 68-42 over Eau Claire North. Joined now by Old Abe's head coach Chad Brisky. As well as you guys played offensively and really efficient, I thought the difference was the defensive end. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, that's absolutely what we talked about. We said we took a huge step forward defensively tonight. We played, in my opinion, the hottest team in our league. They're explosive offensively. They challenge you in so many ways from so many different positions, and our guys really rose to the occasion. They had a great prep, 2 days of prep to get ready for them, and we really put the game plan to play, and this guy right here was pretty special tonight on that end.
And it seemed like you guys, you played with intensity and focus, and yet you didn't get kind of caught up in the whole North Memorial thing. The gym was rocking beforehand. You guys just got up there, took care of business.
Yeah, that's been one of our big pushes this year, is to really lock in mentally and be in the moment, to be present in the moment and understand it's about us and not reacting to everything around us. And that goes for the flow. Now, what an atmosphere this was. Great for the community. Glad the student sections were rocking. The parent sections were rocking. But I thought our players did a great job of managing the emotions, staying in the moment, and playing to their level.
I know when we talked to you during that Memorial Shootout over the holidays, you talked about just some other levels to get your team to get to. What's the plan going forward? You got Chippewa at home on Friday.
Yeah, and that's really the key, is to not have a letdown. Like we talked about in the locker room, this is our baseline now. So this is our baseline performance. We know what we're capable of, and I still think we've got another notch to go to, and that's going to come from great practices and attention to detail. And these guys are starting to understand how great they can be. We're almost there. We've got a couple weeks to keep pushing this thing forward.
Chad, we appreciate your time. We'll see you Friday at the Eagles Nest.
Thanks a lot, Bob. We appreciate you.
Wesley, why don't you come on in here? It was one of those games. It just seems like your team, any one of a number of guys can lead you in scoring. Tonight it was you. What was working well for you tonight?
The coaches set me up with great plays, and then we just executed, and my teammates trusted me, and I just hit shots tonight.
Seemed like, too, especially in that second half when they were coming out to close out, you were getting that first half and getting to the hoop. How nice is it when things got to start working, you're able to hit some outside shots, and that opens up your drives to the hoop?
It's really nice. We did the one, one of our plays that we ran a lot in the second half. I screened for Cooper, and I knew Roxwell was going to be helping, so I popped, and I knew he was going to be closing hard, trying to take away my three, so I just took it to the rim every time.
Like Coach talked about, there's still another level for you guys to get to, in his mind. What do you guys think you need to work on going forward?
I think we still have a lot to improve. I don't think this was our best game. I think our best game is still yet to be played. I think our offensive turnovers, there were some bad ones. Our defense, it was good tonight, but I think can be even better, and our execution can definitely be better too.
All right, we got one more favor to ask of you. You're now in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, so I'm going to give you the microphone. Look up there at Logan and just tell your name and say you're in the house.
I'm Wesley Mboga, and I'm in the house.
All right, Wesley, thank you very much. We will see you Friday at the Eagles Nest when you guys play Chippewa Falls. Best of luck in that one.
Thank you.
All right, Wesley and Bogan leading the way tonight for the Old Abe's in the 68-42 win over the Huskies. Mike Schwengler and I will be at Hobbs Ice Center on Thursday night. Eau Claire Memorial Hockey will host defending Division II state champ New Richmond. Then on Friday, Dave Sparger and I will be at the Eagles Nest. It'll be Eau Claire Memorial Boys hosting Chippewa Falls. For my color commentator Dave Sparger, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good night from the doghouse at Eau Claire North High School.